Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether. You know what? Some guys don't know this, but I just want to say, this how monkey branch work, right? Monkey branching. What does it mean? A monkey branching is just a way of typically women, right? But it could be applied to anybody. But typically women, right? Um, Getting a next partner with better resources and leaving her other partner, right? Monkey branching one resource to another, one man to another, right? If she feel another man are, if she feel her partner is incapable of providing her enough things in her life, and she find another partner, she'll lynch onto that partner and leave the other partner around. Monkey branching, get once and once. But the thing with monkey branching, they only monkey branch once they know they could clinch them, right? This is how people like Jeff Bezos' new wife. That's how she monkey branched. Before she met Jeff Bezos, it's through her husband, right? Through her husband, right? And then it's through her husband. He know Jeff Bezos as a friend and partner, right? And then she knew Jeff Bezos by knowing through her husband, right? And then through time they get to know each other. They have their intimacy. They fool around. And she's not gonna leave her husband until she clinched Jeff Bezos. That's how monkey branch works. Until she clinched Jeff Bezos, what did she do? She relinquished her ex-husband by divorcing him, right? And then she got to Jeff Bezos, and now what happened? They engaged, right? This is how usually monkey branches work, right? The monkey branches usually through your friends, somebody you know, associate, someone in your circle, right? Because they see them as a better suitable spouse, partner, resource, whatever it is, right? That you don't have, right? When you look at women, what are they? They benefit from other men's resources. So, and not only that, they try to benefit themselves as well, enrich themselves in a better position. If they see themselves could be in a better position, they'll take that opportunity. This is why they monkey branch, right? This is why they're willing to risk their relationship with you to be with a better guy, right? And they don't do it. It's strategically, right? They don't do it willy nilly out of nowhere. They do it as soon as they know they could clinch the next partner, right? They know that they got the next partner, right? And where they're at, then they divorce their husband by saying that they're not happy, right? And they go on to the next partner, right? This is why I'm saying to most guys out there, if you meet a woman, right? If you meet a woman or have a woman in your life, do not introduce them to your friends, family, whatever, or your circle of friends, or your business associate, or anybody. Do not introduce her to anybody in your life, right? Even family, or go to that length, right? Or you could be, or slowly introduce them to your family. Know who she are. Because you don't know when she's going to monkey branch on you. There's a lot of situations where women monkey branches of family members, and that causes strife. Family members are in conflict because of a woman. Brothers are in conflict of another brother. Look at Hunter Biden, right? Hunter Biden and his wife right now, whatever it is, used to be his brother's widow. Now she monkey branching Hunter Biden. Alright? This is what I'm talking about, monkey branching and how it works. Now, Hunter Biden's brother died. Then what she do? She monkey branch into Hunter. Not realizing he's a crackhead, but he could provide for him because he's still the present, quote unquote, present son, right? They monkey branch to get themselves in a better position in life, right? That's what it is. This is why they monkey branch. And you better be careful who you introduce your girlfriend or your significant other to. This is why I don't introduce none of my women that I know to my circle of friends, or let them talk to any of my friends. I don't do that, right? Because it's going to involve, when you introduce a woman into any kind of male-dominant field, it's going to build a chemical reaction, a biological reaction, a chemistry between each man. And they're going to try to circle out which men are a better product. It's biological. Women do that. It's their way of survival. That's what it is. It's their way of survival. They can't survive without the assistance of men. Why do you think most women out there are struggling right now? Single women are depressed because they don't have a man in their life, right? And they clinch on men. Men are learning this right now, and they're not committing to men. And what's the result of that? Men are not asking girls out. Men are avoiding women. Women become single, alone, no children. Right? Men are understanding how the monkey branch work. Right? So to put yourself in the least stressful situation, don't introduce her to your friend's family too soon, right? Because you don't trust her, you don't know her that well. In a relationship, guys, if you want to be in a relationship, you take your relationship slow as you can. If she ever asks you one thing about what is your situation in your relationship, about marriage, engagement, how soon are we gonna marry, or anything about that subject, you know she's rushing into things, right? She's rushing you, right? Because she don't have time in the world. That's why she's rushing. And not only that, she's there to enrich herself, right? By monkey branching. She's as soon as she see a guy who are successful, higher status than you are, she will do something, right? I'm not saying all women, right? I'm not saying all women, but most modern women will do this, right? Cheat on you with close friends, family members, business associates, or some guy that you know, that both of you guys know, that's off the street, right? Some guys like the mailman or something, I don't know, right? Some guys that in another a mechanic or something like that, you know? Some guys, a guy who's in better position than you when it comes to finance, right? Status, you know, it could be anything that's better than you. And she monkey branch to that. But she do it in a strategic way. She do it in a way that you won't notice. She do it in a way behind your back, right? Women are masterful at this, right? So that's why the best way against this is not to introduce her to most of your friends, right? Take as long as possible. Or your family member, take as long as possible. You don't introduce them. You have to wait, right? She could do you to her friends and family, that's fine. That's up to you when you want to do anything, right? But anyway, but you don't know what a woman's intuition, you don't know what's her intent when you just newly get into a relationship. When you newly get into a relationship, you don't do this immediately. You try to hold it as much as possible, right? If she said, "Oh well, you hadn't introduced me to your friend or family, you hadn't introduced me to your mother," yeah, don't do that, man. Try not to do that. Try to do it if you can. Try to avoid it and do it subtly, right? Don't make it obvious about it that you don't want to introduce them to your friends or family. Just say, "Oh, they're kind of busy right now. It's not the right time," or something like that. You know, give some kind of excuse like that. But anyway, this is the way to protect yourself from women monkey branching, right? It happened. These stuff exists. It doesn't exist if people don't talk about it, right? Why do people talk about it? Because it doesn't exist. It happens. Women like to disregard and say, "Oh, we don't do that. We don't do that." When in actuality, there's a lot of examples where this happened, especially in rich society, especially in people in the upper class, upper echelon. They monkey branch, right? Look at the show Melrose Place. Melrose Place is the 90s drama, back in the 90s, right? It's about, I don't really know what it's about. I just know it's drama, but people just sleep with each other, right? Monkey branching one after another, right? That's what happened, right? In soap opera, people are monkey branching one another, right? They switch from one partner to another partner, right? Friends, right? People are monkey branching, sleeping with everybody, right? Like sooner or later, people are gonna sleep around with everybody, right? That's what monkey branching is, right? They're gonna ditch one partner to get another partner because of some gain in their life, right? Some status. That's it. So the best way to avoid this, that I think, it could be a better way, but the way I see it is just don't introduce them at all. If you value your friendship, right? If you value friendship between you and your boys, right? Don't do it. Just avoid it as much as possible, right? You don't have to tell you don't have to tell anybody that you're taken or single, right? Your private life is your private life. Your intimacy is your intimacy. You don't have to tell anybody that you're taken. You don't have to tell anybody that you have a girlfriend or boyfriend. It's none of their damn business, right? You want to protect yourself as much as possible, right? If they know that you have a boyfriend, fine, they know it, but you don't have to introduce them anything like that. You just want to save yourself the hassle from getting all these extramarital affairs, all these drama in your life. The last thing men need is more drama. We want a peace. And the way to achieve peace is by avoiding this kind of things from happening, right? You try to preventative care. That's what it is. It's like preventative care. You try to eliminate your care by taking care of yourself so you don't have any kind of diagnosis in the future. That's what it is, right? This is preventable care. This prevents you from having to deal with your girl monkey branching to another man, right? And she had to know this too. She had to know. This is why this is why women in Middle East wear burqas, right? They're not allowed to be in a room with another man, right? right? Without their husband inside them, right? They're not allowed to talk to another man, right? Because they already know how relationship works, how biological works, how people mindset works, right? It's going to lead to a lot of wandering mind because people mind's going to wonder and people mind's going to think. This is what happened when you introduce another element to another element. You introduce another dynamic into a relationship. That's what it is, right? To avoid that as much as possible, you do not introduce her to people that you care immediately. You hold that as much as possible, as long as possible, because you don't know what's going to happen, right? There's example of this happening. There's many examples of family members cheating on each other's, dating each other's partner, right? Ruining family members, ruining friendships, ruining business partner, ruin all these stuff. Right? Because a woman monkey branching, trying to look out for their self-interest. Selfishness. That's what it is. Selfishness. Right? You have to understand the woman and understand the woman how she is before you get into a relationship with her. If you want to get in a relationship with a 3 or 4, it's fine, you get with 3 or 4s, but know that she's a 3 or 4, but know that the 3 or 4 cheat, know that 3 or 4 will monkey branch, right? May study your woman. That's what it is. If you decide to get in a relationship. Right? But if you don't want to be in a relationship, you're even better. You don't have to worry about this. But this is for the guys who want to be in a relationship, right? Women will monkey branches, especially 3 or 4s out there. Know what you're getting yourself into, right? If you get yourself into with these kind of women, notice that monkey branches will eventually happen. And she doesn't necessarily be a 3 or 4s to monkey branch, right? Just beware, just women, period, right? But that's what I want to say, Do you agree with monkey branching? You think it exists? You think you should introduce your girl to your family members, or you think the sooner the better, or the later the better? Let me know if you agree. Leave your comment below in the comment section. And on that note, guys, thank you for listening. And as always, peace and blessings. You guys have a good day.